University Club Apartments filed a petition, which is also known as a sworn complaint, in my court. This complaint states that you, the defendant, Miss Dobbins, failed to honor your lease by not paying rent. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give Miss Wheathorn and her associate or her associate the opportunity to speak first. It's going to be up to you, Ms. Wheathorn, or any representative of University Club to provide proof to me via testimony, as well as review any documents that you may have filed with the court. And in your presentation, it's up to you to provide proof that the defendant did default in the terms of her lease with you by not paying rent.
Understand what the issue is. I'm here to see my options at this point. I shouldn't have to prove a case. Like I'm here for. My thing is like I'm not trying to take up any more of their time and my time either because I got to get to work. I just need to know my options moving forward. Like,
what do you mean by options?
I understand. Like, so is there nothing moving forward? Is there nothing like? Because again, I said I have most of my balance. The thing is, I went to pay it this morning and I was locked out of my account, so I couldn't put the $2,000 that I do have on it. I was planning on coming in today just to maybe see if there's like maybe a 5-day grace period to try to get the last $500. I mean, I understand the point that they're at. I did speak to them over the phone this morning, and like again, I say like so. Is like what I'm saying is like, is there no grace period appeal type of thing that we can kind of go through that I could possibly have a couple of more days to get the last couple of $100 that I am short? Like I'm not trying to draw out the process or anything. I'm just needing to see, is there any option at this point? I do know we're here for eviction, but being a single parent with a 17-year-old son, I'm trying not to have to get to that point. I'm just trying to see if there's any options available. Okay. I understand that eviction is where we are, but is there anything else that we could possibly do at this point? Maybe is what I'm trying to see.
So that would be an agreement between you and the management company.
Which I understood when I talked to them this morning. She did say that there is nothing that they can do. So my thing is, okay, with that being said, how like
so
do I have to?
Let me say one more thing. Let me say one more thing. I can check. There may be an organization out there that could assist you with the remaining rent, but in order for that to happen, you and Carol Wheathorn would have to agree to hold off on today's case to give y'all the opportunity to work with this program. So I'm just going to defer to Miss Wheathorn first. Miss Wheathorn, would you care to entertain the opportunity for a local nonprofit to assist this young lady with paying the excess that is due outside of the $2,000 that she said she was going to pay today, whatever is due, for the back rent? If that's the case. Ms. Dobbins, I know you're nervous. Okay, all right.
It's still coming short. It's not a city for me.
Okay.
But kid that's going to be a senior next year.
Okay, Ms. Dobbins, I have to defer to Ms. Wheeler. Would you entertain that far as giving this nonprofit the opportunity to assist this tenant with the rent? If so, would you agree to reset the case? I can't make you do that, as you know, but it's all up to you and what you have control over with regards to this eviction suit. If that's the case, I can check with the local nonprofit to see if they still have the funds, and then I can come back after you all meet privately. Because if you all would like to do that, what I would do is step out of the courtroom. Y'all can speak amongst yourself in regards to a time frame to reset this case, to allow this nonprofit the opportunity to assist her. But again, I need to know if there's any control that you might have with regards to holding off on this case and helping her out.
At this point, going to court, we're not allowed to postpone it at this time because it has been way past the time, and then next month is coming up again. So we're unable to do that.
Okay. All right, so here's how it goes. First of all, uh, even though you're not denying anything, I still need to gather a little information. I know you have to go to work. All right. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. How did you get the notice to vacate?
We didn't know it's supposed to be on the board,
Uh-huh.
but then on board was what that, tells us when the rent is due and how much it's expected for them.
It was posted on the inside of your door.
Like when it's put something right on the outside of my door, so it's like put it out of the door and then
Okay.
also check the portal as well. So I knew what was
You knew
due.
about it, so you did get it.
An agent, that job kind of financially fell apart. And so I had to go back to my original job at Baylor. So I kind of fell in between pay periods in between both jobs with the issues. Like I said, I had another 7 days kind of getting paid. And that check is already at 13. I'm still putting more hours on that check is what I'm saying. Didn't have it, just the time frame that all of this kind of fell within kind of threw me in a hole. And so
So-
the issue is
Here's the thing. This is the business aspect of it. Her boss, from what I'm getting, is telling her not to accept any money from you. That's what it is. That's what she's saying.
Is what I was, which is what I'm understanding. But
And the full balance would have to have been paid prior to you coming to court today.
yes.
That's how they work. So with that being said, you need to start looking for somewhere else to stay. Okay. All right. Now you said, options. So there's going to be a judgment against you for the non-payment of rent for March and April. Okay. Now, with that being said, you have the right to appeal my decision. Appealing my decision means you disagree and that you want your case heard by another judge at the McLennan County Court of Law. Okay.
It's to move. It would have been lots this morning when I moved prior to coming to court. I didn't actually have all the details as far as,
Yes, ma'am. So okay, so there's going to be a time frame. If you do not want to appeal,
I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
there's going to be a time frame for you to move out, and it's going to be short. I'll be honest with you. You're looking at 6 days from today's day. So that means that you have the rest of this week and this weekend to move out if you choose not to appeal. So you actually have 6 days from today's day, counting weekend. So I'll just tell you, you have up until next Tuesday to appeal and move out. If you do not appeal and move out, that's where they're going to have a constable serve you with a 24-hour notice to move. It could be next Wednesday, it could be next Thursday, it could be next Friday. And then what they do afterwards is very embarrassing, and they're doing their job. And I'm just going to be honest with you.
I mean, clearly have the funds to move and get all my things into storage and get these things done in 6 days, but I would rather have a place for them to shots in the head, which is the point of me coming forward to see what the option.
I wish there was a moratorium, things like that. We can help.
Right.
The only option would be is if you and the landlord would agree to reset.
In their position as well too, so I mean, I definitely respect that.
Yeah.
They were definitely patient and, checking in at every step of the way. I'm not blaming them, it's not their fault at all. They were as patient and courteous as they could be, as they could possibly be, so. Again, it's just where we're at the end of the day, so,
That's a lot.
right,
So that's kind of where we are now. So
I understand.
just make sure you stay in communication with Ms. Wheathorn in regards to when you're
course.
out the whole 9 yards. They may give you a little more time. That's up to them. They know the process. So they may give you a little more time if you need a little more time to move out instead of going through that process of being embarrassed. So that's going to be a communication that you have to have with them. But again, you only have 6 days from today's day to
Okay.
so the court, the law really doesn't give us any more options other than that.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It'll be okay.
Are you receiving housing? Anything like that?
With no financial assistance at all.
Yeah.
No steps, anything. I don't get them. So.
And that makes it so hard.
Not even that. Say it's just, things happen in background sometimes that you have no control over. And that 2-week period of in limbo of both those jobs, honestly, I do is take responsibility. So it's where we're at this moment, and that's just what it has to be. It's not really what I put here, but life is life, it's a life, so.
So
This
the
is where we're
only
at.
thing I can encourage you to do is, so you know, you've been looking for other places to stay. This judgment is going to be signed, but it's not like it's going to affect you for our filling the application today or tomorrow. That's the only thing I can tell you.
That's
We'll be honest. So, we're gonna mail a copy of the judgment to the address of record. Is seeing that you may be moving out. If there's gonna be another address that you want me to send this to, just write that down and give it to the court clerk. And then we'll make sure we send that to the address so that you'll have a part of your own. Yeah, yeah, so just stop on the front desk and just let the lady know your name and the address that you want everything sent to, and that's what we'll send everything to, so you'll know exactly what's going on after today. I wish there was more options for you, Ms. Dobbins. That's it. That's it. Yeah, God bless you, man. God keep you, and things gonna get better. Okay? What's true. You counseled the other case, right, Ms. Wiedemann?
Yes, I did. Yes, sir.
All right, okay. All right, that's it. Court adjourned, ladies.
Thank you.